Hi, folks. So who knows how blind people use technology? Raise your hand. Blind people. Okay, very few of us apparently. So they use a system called VoiceOver as with smartphones as they're trying to learn and access everything we take for granted on our smartphones. I will happily do that. Should I mention the sponsors we're not using or just the ones we're using? So we're using Catapult from Bandwidth, who are located in Raleigh, North Carolina, with many offices in other places as well. I'm Preet Anand with Blue Light. This is my co-founder, Mateus.
I'm Mateus, co-founder and Android engineer at Blue Light.
And our company is Blue Light. We focus on how do you do mobile 911 and safety on the smartphone very well. That's not what our project's on today. But working recently, we've had a bunch of blind people start to use our product, and we've learned a lot more how they use technology. And VoiceOver is one of those key components. So for this hackathon, we asked ourselves, what are other things that we take for granted, visually oriented, that folks who are blind can't use? And one that came to mind, because it's talked about very often, is Tinder. By its very basis, Tinder is extremely, extremely visual. And we said, if you couldn't see, how would you use Tinder? What would that look like? Or what would that sound like? And so it would be explicitly designed to not be visual, aka our name Blind Date for it. And it would be auditory, it would have extremely brief snippets, and it would have yes-no decisions, still inspired by the sort of the core design principles of Tinder. And now we're going to show the Catapult API at work.
So just for reference, I've never worked with the Catapult API prior to yesterday around 1 o'clock local time here. And I'm not a backend engineer. I'm a front-end Android engineer. So what we're going to do is we're going to call, I know you can't see my phone, but this is an auditory experience. So we're going to call our phone number and get set up on Blind Date. So I'm going to put it on speaker and hold up the mic here. Hopefully we don't get bad feedback, yeah.
Are you ready to listen to some beautiful voices?
Oops. That is not our onboarding. That is the opposite. That is how you listen to other people's voices. So we're going to do this again.
Hello. Welcome to Blind Date. We're going to ask you a few questions. Get ready for the time of your life. You will have 5 seconds to answer each question.
So we're asking questions.
Is there any type of
No, I like all foods.
The idea is that you're answering questions about yourself.
What excites you?
Impacting people's lives positively.
What are your hobbies?
Watching soccer, playing soccer, drinking beer.
Thank you for your answers. If someone likes your voice or your answers, they will let you know.
Okay, so now we're going to go back to the previous number and listen to someone's voice. But I could not get the call bridging to work. Probably a failure on my part. And here we,
Ready to listen to some beautiful voices?
so using the IVR. Thank you, Bridget.
Long hair.
Long hair is someone's answer.
Press 0 to skip this bad voice. Press 2 to speak with them now.
Pressing 2 does not work. Yeah. Okay, that's the demo.
So what we're trying to do is just really give someone a way to. What we're trying to do is give people just a way to connect with other folks, make very quick decisions about who they are, and use completely audio feedback as the way to do so. So that was the core of the idea. Thank you.